Hello everyone, it is Erin Flota here, and I am here with the 10 types of daily spreads. So these are 10 ideas that you can implement for your daily life, for your daily planning routines. So one of the reasons that I decided to do this one is it was one that was suggested by you. And another is because I have experimented a lot with daily spreads and weekly spreads over the course of this past year, where I've really kind of pushed myself, I think, when it comes to how I was planning. And that included a lot of types of daily spreads. So this is a series on this channel, so if you want to go see more, I will have them linked down below. But let's go ahead and get started with the first one, which is a structured daily. So the idea behind this daily is that everything has its place and that you do it the same exact structure every single day. So, for example, I have the 11th, the day of the week, the month, and then the weather. So every single day you would have this exact same header. And then you have a section for work tasks, a section for personal tasks. If you have something else in your life that also needed to get included, for example, I have business tasks, I would break this up into 3 columns and do work, business, and personal tasks. And everything has the same exact structure on a daily basis. So that is the idea behind this one. And the reason for a structured daily is mostly so that, one, you don't have to think about it. Every single day, the layout is exactly the same. And that leaves your brain free to think about what needs to get done versus how you're setting up your page. Number 2 is everything is tracked daily. So the reason why I included this one is because a lot of people have habit trackers that they like to include on weekly spreads. But if you are not doing any sort of weekly spreads and you are doing daily spreads, then you need a section to put where you are tracking those types of habits. So I have Monday the 11th here. I have a general task list. All of these are going to have a task list because at the end of the day, that is inherent usually to the bullet journaling system. And then I have different types of things that you would track daily. So I would track my workout daily. I would track what events are happening that day. That doesn't just have to be work meetings, but it could also include things like sporting events, baseball practice for your son or your daughter, or, it could include a lot of different types of things. Highlights. What was the highlight of your day? Here is a list specifically for habits that are not tasks. For example, if you want to log your workouts, you could put that over in tasks, but maybe that is something that you are focusing on for the next 60 days, the next 30 days, where you want to track that habit. So I have that section over here. And of course, I have a meal section for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then I have an option for 2 snacks. So that is the idea behind the everything is tracked daily, because if you are foregoing weekly spreads, but you still want to include habit trackers on your dailies, then you need a spot for it. Number 3 is a time daily. So this is basically that you have a schedule here on the left-hand side, what you're doing, for example, a morning routine, how long your work meeting is, when you're taking lunch, when you're doing a workout, when you're having dinner. For me, if I'm watching a baseball game at night, I want to include that as well. So here is like the general structure of your schedule for the day. You have a section for a to-do list, and then I included a journaling area, but of course you can include anything else there. If you wanted to break this up into different sections to talk about what your workout is, if you wanted to talk about, if you want to include a hydration tracker, things like that. So, but the time daily is mostly focused on this area where it is breaking down your schedule for the day. Number 4 is a simple one where it is just one task list for the day, but it also includes a motivational quote. So that it is the motivational quote daily. I put success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue. I forgot the word that counts. So having a motivational quote in there, I did this a lot while I was having issues with my mental health, where I would pick a quote every single day to really put my mindset in a better spot right from the start of the day. So including a motivational quote and then a task list. This one is very, very simple. It is just a normal task list, but the tasks are broken up by categories and they are color coded. Obviously, if this is something that you're doing every day, you don't need to put what the color code is, but for my purposes in this video, I decided to put what the color code is here. So every color, you would have a running to-do list instead of breaking it up into categories, and you would have a running to-do list, and then the task itself, you would write it down in a different color. So this is business task, so maybe I am filming Plan With Me in editing Plan With Me video. Or my work task would be something like inbox 0. I include that all the time. And then also, if you have anything else you're tracking, you could also do color coding for that. For example, the workout would be more of a personal task. And this project 0, if you have something like very special or particular where you wanted to categorize a bunch of your tasks, you could do project 0 and then have your tasks in there. And of course, in this case, that would be business tasks. So that is number 5, tasks with categories. Number 6 is doing a routines daily. So every section has what your routines are. So your morning routine, your evening routine, your self-care routine, and then your workout routine, and then a general task list. So the reason why I broke it up this way is because a lot of people like to have the same type of structure in the morning, the same type of structure in the evening. For me, I like to jot down what type of workouts that I'm doing and what that workout routine or that workout plan is for that day. And then obviously incorporating some sort of self-care into your day or something like that. So for morning, for example, you go through daily affirmations. Maybe you go make your coffee and then go through your emails. Maybe you do your 3-page journaling. Or what I've been trying to do lately is put at least some sort of makeup on so that I feel a little bit more alive. So maybe that's the kind of morning routine you have versus your evening routine. For example, I log everything into my wellness planner, and then I do a certain routine with my animals, and then get ready to go to bed. So things like that will be your routines daily. The next one is the mental health daily. So you have a to-do list over here, but you have some special places to track certain things related to your mental health. For example, your mood, what your favorite thing about the day was. I like to focus on, like some sort of gratitude or something like that, that helps lift up my mood and my spirit when I'm having bad mental health days. Today I felt this is really like a one-word answer, not necessarily a journaling thing, although you could add a whole section for journaling down here because the daily theoretically would take up 1 page. What could go better? So what would prepare you for tomorrow? Things like that. I actually have a whole talk about this in my creative block party video, which I think it's only on sale until the end of today. So if you want to go check it out, I will have a link down below on the mental health. The next one is your plan versus actual daily. I don't know about you guys, but my days tend to get derailed quite often. So when I start my day, there is a specific plan that I like to have in place. And then meetings get moved, meetings get canceled. I change when I do my workout. I change what the dinner is and it's going to take longer, things like that. So I have a schedule for what the plan is versus how the actual day went. what the planned tasks were, and then what you completed out of those planned tasks. And maybe you completed more tasks than you had actually planned. So that's the idea for the plan versus daily when your day gets absolutely derailed. The next one is the priorities daily. So this is having a top 3 or a priority section. So I split this section up into a top 3 and events, and then have just a general task list over here. But the idea is that those 3 tasks, that those are the most important things out of the day. Events are maybe something that you can't change. So those 6 things in your day may be static, that they all have to complete by the end of the day, versus this task list that's maybe a little bit more flexible in terms of what tasks you have. So that is the idea behind the priorities daily. And then the last one is the one that I did quite a lot of last year, which is this kind of Sketchnotes planning. So the idea behind Sketchnotes planning, and you guys will probably have seen quite a bit of this if you were around last year while I was doing my Plan With Me's, where I had different sections and you sketch out, you doodle out along with your task list. So the reason I did this is because I was struggling, 1, with mental health, and 2, with my memory a lot last year. So doing the doodles is something that really helped me when it came to my memory and remembering to do tasks, because I would start this at the beginning of the day, and then I would start doodling throughout the day, and it helped in terms of like me remembering from the next day what happened the day before, and I was having a lot of trouble with that. So these are the kind of Sketchnotes dailies that I did, and I don't know, I thought that they may be interesting to you. There's a lot of different like versions of it, but the main idea is that you include sketches along with your tasks. So that's the idea there. I hope that you were interested in this video. If you were, let me know any other 10 types of videos that you want me to complete. And I do have quite a list from one of the last videos where I begged you all to give me ideas. So I will continue to beg. Please give me ideas down in the comments below, and I will try to make it come to life. So thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.